Okay, we are live. Let me just share the link. I know this is the first thing that I've done on YouTube in a little while, but I'm really excited. Probably doesn't sound that way right now. I'm just kind of focused on like trying to get things set up properly. Just making sure everything's in check, which I think it is. I posted a link on Twitter right there, and I will add a link in the Discord. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, this is huge. I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to talk with someone else right now, but for anyone that might be watching this afterwards, hello. I'm sure The Lion King was a part of your childhood just as much as it was mine. I'm so excited, but also kind of nervous about the idea of a Lion King remake, because like the first one was so good, it's kind of hard to hold up to that standard, and I'm just really like unsure how I feel about the movie getting a remake. I mean, obviously it's a gold mine for Disney, right? Because like they've already like released the movie again in 3D in theaters, so it's kind of a no-brainer from a business standpoint for them to work on this film. So I totally get that, but at the same time, I feel like the expectations for this movie are going to be through the roof. I mean, Disney's 3D animation has been so on point. It's hard to imagine. It's just hard to imagine like it not being a good movie, because it's such a beautiful story, and it's such a fantastic a fantastic era of animation for Disney. I really don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna make all the money in the world, but I don't know, man. I'm nervous about it because I I didn't watch the Beauty and the Beast remake, but I was already kind of feeling about it because it was live action, and this is 3D animation right here, so I'm sure it'll do well. I mean, the animation's usually on point, and I'm pretty sure like the backgrounds and everything will look beautiful. I think that's probably the best part about getting the remake, is just getting to see all the amazing details in the backgrounds in not just high definition, but in like a premiere detail. Like this is the kind of movie that I would consider wanting to get a 4K TV for. And I've never had any interest in 4K, but I think there might be something really special with watching this movie in 4K. I'm sure it would be beautiful. I don't want to get into the voice acting just yet, just because like I wanna wait for there to be some sort of interactive behavior in the chat. So until then, I'm thinking about what else. I'll give a little bit of a backstory as to how I saw The Lion King. I saw The Lion King like I saw most traditional Disney films on VHS, and watching them on VHS, I think it gave me like a sense of perspective, because I got to watch a bunch of the movies together, and I didn't have to wait long periods of time, so I definitely was able to pick favorites between them. Hello Jeff. And yeah, Lion King was definitely one of my favorites as a kid. I watched it a lot. We also watched The Lion King 2 a lot. That the sequel that was direct to DVD, which was actually one of the better direct to DVD movies, and I still stand by the fact that The Lion King 2 is a good movie. And I also enjoyed the 1.5 as a kid, but not sure how it would hold up today watching. I mean, I'd probably still enjoy it for nostalgic reasons, but it's been a little while since I've watched Lion King 1.5. So I'm very I'm a little thrilled, but at the same time, I don't think that I don't want to like put my expectations through the roof because I feel like some people are going to hold this film to such a high standard that it's ultimately going to let them down. And I mean, that's kind of how it was when Frozen came out, because everybody was like in such a hysteria over Frozen, and then people just got sick of it. Oh man, I can imagine like this film being such a huge hit and everybody just singing all the songs again. Oh my god. Like, I've already got them stuck in my head, and I'm just imagining like crowds of people singing these songs. I don't know if it's gonna be like a direct remake or if they're gonna mix it up a little bit. Like, are they going to have all of the same songs, or are they going to have new songs? I'm not sure, and I don't know what would be the best decision. Because you could have like just a direct remake where you tell the exact same story and people would be fine with it. But I feel like Disney might mix it up, and they might change a few things up. Like they might add a couple of scenes. Hi, Mask Music Man. My uncle told me that John Oliver is the only detail he's looking forward to in the movie. John Oliver as Zazu. I think that's it's not a bad casting decision, but I'm not excited over it because I haven't really seen much voice acting from John Oliver. I think I much rather would have I much rather would have liked to see like a Stephen Colbert in that position. But John Oliver might be good. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Also, it looks like the chat messages aren't they aren't staying in the... Oh, you know what? I probably had to save it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now you can see the chat messages. They don't disappear after 15 seconds. Okay. I don't hate the John Oliver casting decision for Zazu, but I think they could have chosen someone better. So I'm kind of skeptical of him being in there, but hey, I'll give him a fair shot. I think, I mean, if he were to be casted for any voice, it would be Zazu. Right now, the only casting decision with the voices that I don't like is Seth Rogen for Pumbaa. Now, there's a couple of these voices in here that I don't recognize, but yeah, I do recognize Seth Rogen, and I just have a difficult time imagining him as Pumbaa. I like, to me, Pumbaa is more of like a deeper, rougher voice. There's something that I can't really think of a cast decision for Pumbaa, but I feel like they're just going for star status and recognizable voices rather than trying to fit someone that fits the character. And that's not to say that's for all of these. In fact, I'm specifically saying this for Seth Rogen. I don't know, maybe he'll surprise me, but I just have a difficult time seeing Seth Rogen as Pumbaa. Like, a bunch of these other voices look great. Like, I'm sure Donald Glover is going to do very well with Simba. And Billy Eichner as Timon, I think that's a good decision. I think he fits the voice pretty well. Hi, Black Ivor Logan. Actually, you know what? Uh, do you guys have a Discord? Because I want to get like some sort of discussion where I'm not just the one talking. So I don't know if either of you guys are available, but if you guys want to like chat on Discord and be on this live stream, I I'd totally be all for it. um, and there's also a few voices in here that I don't recognize. I think they might be like new characters. No offense, Jeff, but I don't know you, so I'm trying to only bring on people with that I've spoken to before and I actively know, and I don't really know who you are. So yeah, I'm just asking for the razor shark fins right now because I've gotten to know them. I've known them for quite a few years. Yeah. I mean, if you want to do Skype, we could do Skype too. That might be easier, actually. Uh, I just gotta log in. I mean, I'm on Discord right now, but yeah, Skype might be a good idea for getting that discussion. And if you guys don't know, like, your password or anything for Discord, um, let's see now. Yeah, like, there's a couple of voices on here for characters that I don't recognize. Specifically, Azizi and Kamari, voiced by Eric Andre and Keegan Michael Key. I know Shenzi, but I don't know Azizi and Kamari. I guess they're gonna be hyenas and they're just changing the names. So, yeah, that's what I'm imagining. Um, yeah, sorry, Jeff. I just don't really like recognize you. Um, I might, I might know you, but I don't recall right now. And yeah, I've known the razor shark fins for like maybe 3 years now. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, yeah. James Earl Jones, the original Mufasa voice. I am incredibly excited for that. To like just to hear he is the perfect Mufasa voice. And I mean, I'm sure that there could have been like a Morgan Freeman or someone who could have performed that voice, but I think James Earl Jones, getting him back, amazing move by the Lion King. Mufasa, it's like he's not dead yet. It's like Mufasa is he's still alive. And not just like in the sky alive like we saw in the Lion King too. Um, yeah, I am thrilled to see James Earl Jones make a return. Wow. Yeah, and to be honest, I had to make sure that I knew it was him because I wasn't totally sure who voiced Mufasa in the original movie. Uh, I'm not all that familiar with the original casting, so to see James Earl Jones back, really excited for that. Oh yeah, this probably will launch a bunch of Rule 34 once the movie comes out, but I mean that's pretty much the same for like all movies that come out anyway. I mean, there's still like, oh my god, there's so much Frozen porn out there. It's ridiculous. Um, like, whatever. It's the internet. It's gonna happen. I don't want to dwell on that too long. Man. So much for this live stream being family friendly. Ugh. Oh man. But yeah, I think. Do I know John Connie, or is it Caney? John Caney. Like, I want to just look him up because he's voicing Rafiki. And I want to see, like, I want to see if there's anything that I recognize him from. Because I'm not sure. I'm going to his IMDb page. So he was in Captain America Civil War. I did not see that movie, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think I know him. So I've never really heard John. I'm gonna assume it's Caney, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because this has been a pretty good casting so far. Oh, okay, Jeff Kaiju. Okay, okay, that makes more sense actually. I got you now. Okay, cool. I'll hold up the fort while you guys load that up, and then yeah, I can get on Skype and talk with you guys. Um, I really do like the idea of Keegan-Michael Key and Eric Andre being the side character hyenas. I think they'll do a very good job, especially Keegan-Michael Key. Like, I love his work. I've fallen in love with Key and Peele. He's hilarious, and I'm imagining that he's gonna replace like the Ed from the Hyenas. Because I guess I'm just kind of assuming that since they're in the main voice casting advertisement right here, that yeah, Azizi and Kamari, they're gonna be the two additional hyenas to Shenzi. At least that's what I'm assuming it is. um, yeah, welcome back. I'm trying to remember what your name was before you changed it to Autistic ANCAP. God, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out, like, I don't think, so if Azizi and Kamari are the two side hyenas, they're probably going to make a few other subtle changes, but probably not all that many. I mean, I imagine that the animation is going to be stellar, but they're largely going to keep the same Oh, right. Yeah, Kawaii Cost, right. Right. I think they're largely going to keep the same characters, so they'll probably keep the story at least very similar to the original. I feel like they might make a few changes here or there with some scenes, and they might... With Disney, I could expect them to try and throw in a couple gags here to try and reel in a more modern audience. Because this isn't the same audience as it was in the 90s. This is quite different. And yeah, you gotta wonder if Disney's gonna remake any other classical animations. Like, they already remade Beauty and the Beast in live action form, and they're remaking The Lion King in CGI. So what other movies would they remake? I think I would rather actually see a remake to the original Toy Story than see, like, Toy Story 4 come out. Because, like, the Toy Story animation... it does not hold up today. Yeah, there's a new Lion King coming out, 2019. That's the whole reason this stream is existing. I just think, like, if there's any classical film that Disney should remake, it should be Toy Story, because that animation looks atrocious today. Not necessarily the toys, but the people in it. Ugh. and that dog, they just look absolutely disgusting. And I think that would be the perfect film for Disney to remake. Oh no, this isn't live action, this is CGI. So it's going to be 3D animation, which, yeah, I mean, you expect Disney to put all of their money towards a 3D animation film. I would have been very surprised if this was a 2D remake. It would have been really cool to see a 2D remake, but I can live with a 3D CGI remake. And I think it's going to lead to some beautiful backgrounds, some beautiful scenery, and it's going to look amazing on the big screen. And it might, I mean, these are the kind of movies that you might actually justify purchasing a 4K TV for. I know that they're kind of lowering in price these days. So, I mean, with like the Xbox One X coming out and everything, yeah, I could see people like buying 4K TVs because of films like this that will just look stunningly beautiful. And like this comes out in the theaters in 2019, so like 2020, I imagine a lot more people will probably have 4K TVs by 2020 when it comes out on like digital download and DVD, if that's still even a thing, maybe Blu-ray if that's still even a thing, but probably digital download and streaming. And yeah, that should look absolutely stunning on like a 4K TV. I'm just trying to think, like, what else? What else am I missing? So let's talk about the music a little bit more. I have a theory that they're probably gonna add one or two songs in this film. I mean, like, you have Beyonce as Nala. Are you telling me that she's only going to get one song in this film? I think Beyonce being in this film solidifies her getting two songs. And also Nala is she's the second person up there. So I think there might be a bit more of an emphasis on Nala in this film. And yeah, like there might be a couple extra scenes now that I think about it with Nala, just because Beyonce, like she is that big of a deal. And yeah, if they add more songs, I certainly see them justifying the casting with her. So yeah, I think they probably will add like one or two more songs in this film, and they might even remove one. I'm not sure about that. Like, with all of the iconic Lion King songs, how many Lion King songs can you think of off the top of your head? When I think of Lion King, obviously, first thing that comes to head is The Circle of Life, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, I Just Can't Wait to Be King, Be Prepared, and Hakuna Matata. So that's 5 songs already. I don't know if that's all the songs, or if there's like one that I'm forgetting. But I could easily see them like going up to 7 songs. And yeah, oh man, I'm kind of cringing at the thought of like Hakuna Matata just being remade with Seth Rogen in it. I don't know, man. Like, like I imagine Billy Eichner is probably gonna sing that too, and I have no idea what kind of singer Billy Eichner would be. I mean, he's a good voice for Timon, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a bit worried about like how the Hakuna Matata is gonna end up. It might be just fine, but it does seem a little bit concerning with this casting. And yeah, I'm still not a fan of the Seth Rogen choice for Pumbaa. I think they should have gotten someone with a bit of a deeper voice. I mean, Seth Rogen's voice is kind of deep, but I think they should have gone deeper. Oh man. Florence Kasumba. I don't know who she is, but how crazy would it be if they added a song with the hyenas? Like, because you had Be Prepared and Scar, but what if like Shenzi got her own solo? I'm just thinking that would be pretty cool, actually. So yeah, like I could see a couple more songs being squeezed into this film. Um, and yeah, I'm kind of predicting Nala to probably get some more airtime than in the original. Because she didn't have very much airtime in the beginning. She had a little bit, uh, especially young Nala, yeah. So I could imagine there being a couple extra scenes with Nala in there. I don't know. I'm trying to think about like what else there is to talk about. I'm just kind of like waiting on Black and Blogan right now to come in and join me with this, because this is like I feel like I've touched all bases already that I wanted to talk about, but it probably would have extended a bit further if I had someone to bounce thoughts off of. So we'll give them a little bit more time. How have you guys been doing? I know I haven't been streaming much lately on Twitch, or definitely not on here. And that's just because like other things have been going on in my life right now that I've been prioritizing over this. And yeah, I have been playing a bit more Cuphead in my spare time. So uh, I just finished World Inkwell Isle 1. Okay. Okay. I hope to see you soon then, Black. Yeah, I just finished Inkwell Isle 1 on expert mode. So I'm trying to get that last achievement with Cuphead, and I think Cuphead will be the first game on Steam where I get all of the achievements. Of course, that requires me actually beating every boss in expert mode, which, yeah, that's gonna be tough. I think I can do it though, because I've been learning, and there seems to be like some sort of progression in your skill level as you increase, and once you work on the other bosses and like learn them in more detail, the other ones just seem like easier to master. Like I've already gotten an A rank in every boss. uh, yeah, let's go back to John Oliver as Zazu for a moment. So yeah, the only time I've heard John Oliver in voice acting was when he guest starred in Rick and Morty, and that pretty much just sounded like his own voice, which is kind of why I'm a bit concerned about him being in this movie, because I feel like if I watch this movie and I hear Zazu, I'm not gonna think it's Zazu. I'm gonna think that's John Oliver, and that is pretty concerning to me. Hi, Faith. Oh man, did Mufasa die for our sins? Well, he certainly died for Simba, that's for sure. Oh, hey Max, good to see you in here. I don't know if you're busy or whatever, but did you want to join me in this Discord? I already invited the Razor Shark Fins, Black from the Razor Shark Fins specifically, but he's downloading Skype, and I just want someone to bounce questions off of right now. Oh man. I just wanna have a discussion about this, man. I'm just looking at the casting right now, and yeah, with Zazu, I think I'm just gonna hear John Oliver's voice, like, and yeah, I think that's gonna take a bit of the film away from me. Totally understandable quiet cost. Um, but yeah, I think if they casted Stephen Colbert, he would have done a better job of like hiding his original voice and becoming Zazu a little bit more. And I think he would have been like very fit for the position because I remember hearing Stephen Colbert in like a DreamWorks film. I think it was Monsters vs. Aliens. Um, it was either Monsters vs. Aliens or it was Megamind. I don't really remember which, but I remember hearing his voice, or not specifically hearing Stephen Colbert's voice, but hearing him perform as the character. And yeah, that's what worries me about John Oliver being Zazu. I mean, sure, he's kind of a big name right now, so I can understand the casting choice, but I think Stephen Colbert is an even bigger name, and he would have done a much better performance than John Oliver can do. Hopefully John Oliver proves me wrong, but when he did that voice in Rick and Morty, it just sounded like him. And yeah, Stephen Colbert also did a voice in the Rick and Morty, and I forgot about that. I totally forgot that Stephen Colbert voiced in Rick and Morty, and he blended his voice a little bit better too. So yeah, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed with the John Oliver casting. The more I think about it, like the disappointment is just seeping in as I think about it more. And it's not even that John Oliver's necessarily a bad voice for Zazu. It's I'm just thinking about how much better Stephen Colbert would have been. Um, like, uh, yeah. The majority of these voices, perfectly fine, perfectly good. Um, Seth Rogen though, ugh, him as Puma. I just have a tough time like imagining Seth Rogen as Pumbaa. And I don't know, maybe he's done other voices, but all I remember is like him voicing the main character of Sausage Party, Frank. And yeah, that didn't sound like Pumbaa in the slightest. So, uh, it's kind of hard to justify him for this, but yeah, with the rest of the cast, I think they nailed this. Like, Donald Glover as Simba, fantastic choice. Beyonce as Nala, I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and it probably gives them a few more excuses to develop Nala more as a character and to, you know, give her an extra song. James Earl Jones as Mufasa. Yeah, you couldn't have had a better voice than him because he's the original Mufasa. It doesn't get better than that. I feel like I'm just going over all the single points about the Lion King that I've already made, but I just can't think of anything else. Is there anything that I'm missing? I mean, I guess we could talk about like the other Disney films that are coming out. Did you guys hear that Gigantic got canceled? I think that was another like Disney original CGI animation that just kind of went under. I mean, that sounded like it had a lot of potential. Gigantic was like it was like a Jack and the Beanstalk type story, and yeah, that looked like a really cool premise. Premise? It's premise. It's premise. Oh man. Um. and it's just so disappointing to see that film get canceled because I know that we're gonna get bombarded by remakes and sequels, and it's just so nice to see original films by Disney. Um, yeah, I really should go out and see Coco when it comes out too, because Coco, I think that's a good original film. Um, Geez, it's kind of hard to imagine what the animals would look like. Um, has there been like a Disney film with like I'm trying to imagine a similar Disney film with like CGI animals, but all I can think of are like DreamWorks stuff, and like I don't think it's gonna look anything like Kung Fu Panda, for example. Um, Kung Fu Panda is just a lot more cartoony, and I'm imagining this to be a bit more sophisticated. That's perfect, Faith. They look like furries. Um, yeah. Um, God. I'm just trying to think of other films that would consist of those lion that would like have animals but would look in the way that I'm kind of imagining. I'm just imagining it to look fairly realistic. Okay, bye, Jeff. Uh, Max, Faith, either of you two want to join me in discussion, like on Discord or Skype? I kind of told the Razor Shark Fins that, or Black specifically, that he could join me on Skype, and he's trying to, but he's got to like re-download it. Oh shoot, is the Jungle Book getting a remake? I gotta look that up right now. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, that's right. It already got a live action remake. I totally forgot that existed. I was thinking of like an animation. Um, was there animation in that Jungle Book movie? I never really looked into it. Oh yeah, that's like ultra realistic animation to like, well, I shouldn't say ultra realistic. There were a lot of criticisms with that film. I probably should watch the Jungle Book remake though. I feel like I could enjoy that. Find a save. What do you mean find a save? So I'm just gonna see if I can pull up like what the next Disney films are gonna consist of. I mean, Coco is coming out really soon. I think it comes out this month. Yeah, and the only other like other than this Lion King remake, the only other Disney films that have been confirmed have been Wreck-It Ralph 2 and Frozen 2. So we've got the Lion King remake, we've got Wreck-It Ralph 2, and we got Frozen 2. Yeah. A lot of just sequels here. Kind of disappointing. I don't know what film's going to be out in 2020, but I mean, this should be a pretty good film, at least. Let me search the Pixar films. I want to see, what we've got for Pixar. Okay, so yeah, after Coco, we've got The Incredibles 2, which is coming out next year. That's gonna be amazing. Hey, what's up, Danny? Thunderspeak. Oh my God, it's been forever. It's been like forever, man. Are you as excited for this Lion King remake as I am? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still a little bit iffy about some of the choices, but man, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I don't know who you are, Nightbot, and I don't know where that you have issues thing came from, but moving on. Yeah, at least with Pixar, they're also doing sequels, so we're gonna get like a huge dose of sequels. We've got The Incredibles 2, we got Wreck-It Ralph 2, Frozen 2, Toy Story 4, and this remake. So we've got so much re-release stuff. It's gonna be hard for original films to make an appearance. And I think that's what makes the cancellation of Gigantic such a sad occasion. Man. Like, by the end of this, by like 2020, we are gonna be so sick of sequels in Disney animation. Oh man. Yeah, Toy Story 4 is coming out in 2019, and like I'm not a fan of the idea of a Toy Story 4 coming out. I think they're just doing it because it pretty much just prints them money. I mean, Toy Story 3 was such a huge hit. It doesn't surprise me at all that they're going to make a Toy Story 4. And I much rather would have seen a Toy Story remake of the original film. Because then at least you'd get better animation with the classic story that so many of us grew up with. I mean, you watch Toy Story today, that film does not hold up. I mean, like, the writing is still good, and it's a cool story, but, man, ugh, the way those people look, ugh, it's going to be really hard. What? Did I say something out of context here? I don't know. Okay, well, I'm a little thrown off now. Yeah, so, and Coco also comes out November 22nd. I definitely need to see that film. I think, like, this is like the only Disney/Pixar film that we're gonna get that's original for like 3 years. Oh god. And don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to The Incredibles 2, and I am looking forward to Wreck-It Ralph 2. But yeah, I just like seeing good original films that come out. So hopefully there's some unannounced stuff for 2020 that's gonna be discussed, because like they canceled Gigantic, which got pushed back to 2020. So now I'm wondering like what's gonna be in its place. Okay, Nightbot, I don't understand anything you're saying right now, but if you're trying to just be a troll, fine by me, man. But don't expect a lot of responses. Okay, and yeah, The Incredibles 2, I'm sure that's going to be a great film, because that's pretty much going to see this getting advertised to death, and I do see this film like getting milked an incredible amount. Is there something I missed? Is there a... I don't hear anything. Is there something like with my microphone that's going on right now? Hold up, I gotta listen to this. I don't hear anything. Is there something like with my microphone that's going on right now? Yeah, I still don't really hear anything. Okay. I don't know what went on, but I hope it didn't go on for very long. Yeah, I didn't hear it beeping, so that kind of threw me off. Oh man. Yeah, definitely let me know if that happens again. Alright, so... Is there any other information about this film that I can actually find? Because I've done a lot of speculating already. So, like, we've already seen the voices released. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Oh! I think... Yeah, okay, so we got a taste, actually, of what the animation is going to look like. I'm going to try and pull it up on screen. I'm just looking for, like, a good quality poster. Oh my god, that is super detailed. I'm just trying to make sure this is real, because I'm going on Google Images right now and I'm seeing like a bunch of super detailed looking super detailed looking imagery. And I just want to make sure it's real, because I can't differentiate the real imagery from fan art. And yeah, like, I see a picture of Scar, and he looks horrifying. In a good way. Like, so I don't know what's official and what's not. Alright, well, let me, what was that one image? I don't know if they've actually released any imagery. Like, this could all be, like, concept art that was, like, posted on DeviantArt. But let me just go with this one for now, because I think, even though it's going to be in fairly low quality, actually, it really looks like they're going to get more than a G rating for this film. I think it's probably going to be PG. It's so hard to get, like, a G rating these days. Alright, let me see here. Okay, so... yeah. What do you think? I gotta say, that looks pretty freaky. Scar looks pretty terrifying right here. If they go for this style of animation, I think that would be a huge hit because I think, yeah, they kind of do look like they're going for like a Jungle Book style. So, man. Now, I don't know if this is real or not. um, no, it's not actually. Alex Murillo art. No, this is fake. This is fake. But, man. I mean, it just shows you, like, how good some of these artists are that they just come up with all this concept art before, and like it tricks me. It makes me think that this is real stuff. So this isn't real. I thought it was. But yeah, there's just a lot of beautiful concept art right now. I don't think they've actually released anything. But it looks so good. Oh my god. Man, yeah, I am incredibly excited to like learn what the animation is gonna look like. Like, is it gonna be ultra realistic like this? Yeah, like, man, I should have been able to actually read that was a watermark. And no, no, there's no Rule 34 here. I see. Here's another. Here's another. I think it's concept art, but I'm not sure. This piece of art was posted by a couple of news articles. So this one has a better chance of being legitimate, and I don't know the source. Let me blow this one up a little bit. Okay. So, yeah. What about that being like a version of Scar? Like, that looks really cool. I think that would be pretty epic. Just you guys with the Rule 34 jokes and the nudes. Oh man. This is definitely not a family-friendly stream. Oh my god. So, yeah, they definitely need to make the green eyes of Scar, like, distinguished. I think that's really important. I think, like, if they make them ultra realistic, they do need to like bring a lot of attention to the eyes in order to like give them some personality and to make children easier to recognize them and everything. So I think yeah, this would be a pretty cool rendition of Scar. I think if Disney goes like this ultra realistic, but like still animated enough to give the characters personality, I think it would be really, really cool. Are you really? Uh-huh. Are you guys in the muted chat, or are you or are you just... Is anyone else in that call? Or is it just the two of you? Like, can I just join you guys and just have, like, all three of us be talking about this? Because at this point, you guys have had so much of an impact already. You might as well be on this stream with me. And we've almost streamed for an hour, so this is about like the length of time that I was originally planning for. But I just want to get some discussion in, man. And I just feel like it. I don't know, man. I just want to get some voice-to-voice discussion, get some other opinions going on. God.
Welcome.
Congrats.
I just feel like oof.
Congrats.
Yeah,
now
been
you're
here for a while.
Now you're
Watching
all
the
on the
stream.
stream. Yeah, so okay. I was checking
I
to see
can't
if
hear
Samantha
you.
was in the call or not.
I can hear you now, Max.
I can hear myself on the stream, but I cannot hear.
I cannot hear this man.
Samantha was in the call or not.
I can hear you now, Max.
Okay, so I gotta turn your voices up a little bit more. Okay. That should be good.
Okay, this is getting confusing. I'm gonna have to mute. It's getting really confusing.
Danny, let me know what you think of this, okay? Or maybe I should
So
try
Scar.
getting used to calling you Thunderspeak.
Is that some sort of underground Rule 34 artist I haven't heard about? Long live the boobs.
I just want to know, like, I want to know where these Rule 34 jokes started. Like, was it that brief mention by someone else in the chat while you two were, like, lurking or something? Or what?
I'm not here by the computer.
What have you done, Fi? What have you done, Senpai, inviting us here? This stream.
Why?
Oh shoot, I forgot.
Were you muted?
I forgot I was on push to talk, so I was just talking with you guys blankly. And I totally forgot that I had to...
We couldn't hear a thing.
I had to press the key button, yeah. Yeah, that's my bad right there. Yeah, what I want to know is... Who started this? Who started all these Rule 34 jokes?
Oh, well, it might be the person using the anime picture, but it also may be the furry. No one will ever know.
Hey, respect the
Oh
Yuri.
my god.
Man, seriously, have you seen Ducky Ducky Literature Club? You've probably seen a few videos about it or heard about it.
What?
Ducky Ducky Literature Club. I can write it down. It's Ducky Ducky like this.
All I'm thinking...
And Literature Club.
Okay, I would pronounce that Doki Doki. But...
Yeah, I guess so. Doki Doki.
Yeah. And that just makes me think of Doki Doki Panic, like the Japanese name of Super Mario Brothers 2.
Is that what it's from? Oh, crap, it might be. Might be from that. Though it has no relation to... It's just this psychological horror game that really messes with your brain.
Huh.
And apparently a few others were more messed up than the others.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of this game before.
We're gonna mess you up. You should play it too.
Oh yeah,
Like,
oh yeah. It's free on Steam. Like, it's absolutely free on Steam.
It makes me nervous though, because there's a lot of shitty games on Steam that are free.
Well, there's a bit of gore.
It's not shitty.
Okay.
There's a bit of gore in it.
Mm-hmm.
From what I heard, I still didn't. Really,
Is it like one of those RPG Maker games?
It's no.
It's like a dating game, but
it's like one of those dating simulators
on crack.
Yes, on crack.
Really? Okay, that's got my interest then.
Yeah, I would recommend the game.
See, the thing is, the point is that you need to pick your waifu, but then it sort of backfires on you because some of them are disappearing.
Basically, no matter what, your waifu just tries to Oh, I'm on Discord right now, Black, but yeah, I was just so eager to talk to other people. But I
I
don't
have been
know.
alone in fall.
Now that I can have like a legitimate
Yeah,
discussion with someone, I'm kind of tempted just to ditch Max and Faith right now and just go on Skype.
how cruel. You gotta pick a waifu though.
How dare you?
Okay, so I wanna. Can I download that image and just put it up on the stream so I can give context?
Sure, sure.
Okay, so just
Do it.
do it.
Oh, there's a link. Okay.
You just open link and copy it or whatever.
Ah,
Senpai will notice me. Oh gosh, my clear. It's not sounding good.
Are you on Discord, matey? We just got back from Arby's.
No.
Arby's.
Arby's. My finest pirate joke.
Are you sure about that, matey?
Are you sure about that? I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm so sure.
So you're asking me which one of these is my waifu, just by default,
Yeah, it's still. You didn't get to talk to them.
without
really hard.
without talking to them or knowing any of their names.
I would bet
Definitely.
you some of them are.
Okay, I definitely would have to go with the one on the right, just because she has that grouchy-looking face.
Are you serious?
Okay,
Yeah.
my subscribers would love you picking her.
The one on the right with the grouchy-looking face, because she seems like she's more of like a tsundere type girl.
Ah, look at it that way.
Yeah, and like I swear to God, like everyone that was watching the stream, they all went with. They were like Team Natsuki is her name. They were all like, okay, hashtag Team Natsuki, and everyone hopping on.
Is that what her name is?
Yeah. Her name is Natsuki, like that.
Yeah, I mean, originally judging by their looks, like I was gonna go with the dark-haired girl because I guess I have more of a thing for dark-haired chicks, but yeah, the girl on the right, her facial expression just kind of distinguishes what kind of character she is a little bit better. So, yeah, if I had to
If I-
choose a waifu just by looking at this image, it's the one on the right.
Nice.
All right, Danny.
Okay, so Black, are you trying to get on Discord now?
What do you call black?
He's one of the Razor Shark Fins members. You probably don't know about them.
Who you calling black?
Yeah. Oh shit! I just realized what you said.
I'm gonna be honest, it might come off as racist.
I mean, by default,
Might.
it probably does. It's short for black, black pufflick stream or something. Black Puffle Extreme. It's like a Club Penguin thing. That's like how they originated their names
That's
that they go
nice.
by.
Personally, I'd go with the two middle ones.
How do I know it's you, Danny? It's obviously that you changed to this one. So yeah, I think I'm even following you on Twitter as a matter. Yeah, I've
How you know it's
ever
me?
since you started it. I mean, the reactors like Cherry's community, it's tight. Okay, it's still alive somehow.
Here and there.
Yeah. Somehow still surviving. It's tight.
Stop.
Keep it tight for daddy.
So, Faith,
Daddy.
I'd say you're probably our furry expert here. What do you think of the upcoming Lion King movie?
How do you know I'm an expert on furries? Anyways. Wait, what about the Lion King again?
Just, what do you think about it? Like, is there anything in particular that you want to see or that you're, like, really excited about or anything?
If it was more actually furries, I'd be more excited, but since it's just the animal base,
Boo, animal base.
it's still pretty nice. Like the Jungle Book it's pretty good.
Well, then maybe you want to consider checking out that Lion King, the Lion King show on Broadway. That's probably more up your alley than.
You literally have furries. Yeah.
Mr. Furries, that's my one question.
Okay, so the only thing, Black, is that I don't think I have you added on Discord. So, I don't know, can you message me on Twitter or something with your Discord name? Unless there's like a URL that we can share here.
How do you do these little polls on the Discord server?
I don't know.
Oh, give me a sec. I think I know it. I think. Don't quote me.
I mean, yeah, Danny, you need to make a comeback and do another Bane impression. Danny Bane. I was born in the dark, molded by it. You merely adopted the dark.
Oh shit, that's right. That's Danny did have that role in Reactors Like Cherries Lost episodes.
Yeah,
5?
I mean,
Was it 5 or was it 4? I don't
it
remember.
was 5, like like there was just a bunch of skits with Flying Shark. Plus poll question. Oh, okay. Plus poll.
Right now I'm just trying to like find my Discord tag. Because I don't even know where it is.
You can't find the tag?
No, I don't know where it is.
Say poll option.
I think you just press add friend and you get your thing.
Press F.
No, press add friends, the button on there. What are you trying to do again?
I'm trying to find my Discord URL so the Razor Shark Fins can add me.
Oh, you go to Okay, just I'm gonna use share screen because I'm too lazy. Okay, usually just go down here or press the settings and you should find it right here.
Settings. Settings, okay. I'm on settings.
Ew. Okay, did you see your account thing?
No.
Wait, try your screen sharing.
Is it under my account? Because it might be blocked because I'm streaming right now.
Oh, yeah, it should be under my account.
Yeah, I can't access that right now.
Oh, no. Do you want me to send it to you or something?
Here. Oh, I think I've got it.
Then, ta-da.
Okay. So now Black should be able to add me.
Okay, problem solved.
Was... Can I vote twice?
You want to vote twice?
I had 2 waifus, okay?
It's kind of cheating there.
You launched a new poll in the Discord?
Yeah,
There's a new poll I posted.
I know, but I got 2. I can't choose between them.
Well, there, I already voted for Natsuki.
Okay, fine, I'll choose 1.
Dang it.
Since it's more fair. Okay, Monaco.
Hi, Ghostly.
Since I do not steal others' waifus.
Oh, good night, Thunderspeak. It was good to see you again.
Thunder, next meeting you. Oh, thank you. I did not see that. Oh shit.
I'm gonna put a picture so it's easier for people.
Can I go back on a vote? This is such a big thing.
I'm doing good, Ghostly. I do wanna get back to Lion King discussion, but I'm waiting for Black to add me on Discord.
Alright, there we go.
You upload points, yes, subscribing.
How come I'm voting?
Wait, what?
It was my turn to vote. Poor Sayuri. Like, she's really the unloved.
Sayori is the... Oh, no, I don't like Steer. I'm gonna be honest.
Poor girl.
Can I be honest with one thing, though, about the game?
What?
To be honest about the game, I honestly do not feel bad about them being hurt in that. Because I really cannot grow an attachment to them.
Yeah, it's just messed up, but like people are that really took Jaden and man, these two, Jesus Christ, like 2 examples of like it's just fictional characters, so don't think it.
Darklink has been bothering me about it, and I was saying I really can't find a connection.
Hi, Sir Sonic. Welcome to the
Double the waifu. Hey, Dan.
Welcome to the non-discussion
double the fun.
right now.
We're finding waifus and furries.
Yeah, I'm in a... I guess you could say I'm in a temporary call with Max and Faith until I get a chance to ditch them for Black.
Oh my god.
Yo, thanks, man. You invited us for a while.
Well, I'm gonna get some anyway. It's like you're gonna break my heart.
I mean, the only reason I'm saying this is because I did it for a purpose of talking about the Lion King. So yeah, I'm gonna get back on discussion with Black as soon as he adds me.
No comment.
Oh, I would say something, but that's probably racist.
What?
Nothing. You say. Listen to you, man.
You can type it to me.
Do you still have me on Discord, Dan? Because if you want to talk about it while I'm waiting for Black, then
You
sure.
never come back to us.
I'm just saying, like, I just want to get some discussion.
I don't want to say it might come up.
Maybe I should actually just talk without like them
Oh.
hearing me, so they can have their discussion, and I
By the
can
way,
just
did you
talk to
guys
the
see?
chat.
I know Dan saw it, but Big Rob's Pennywise costume.
That was a pretty good costume. Like I didn't recognize him
Yeah.
at all.
That was really nice. I honestly didn't recognize him.
I wouldn't have wanted to see him in person.
Oh no.
It would have scared the bejesus out of me.
Maybe if you just go into the. What were those things called? The sewer. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that was Rob.
Yeah, that was Rob. Insane. Yeah, he really transformed Pennywise there.
Transformed.
Transformation.
Ugh. Man, can you imagine if the It remake came out last year while all of the clown shenanigans were going
You
on?
bastard! Oh, sorry, someone in the server.
That's no.
Alright, well, Black just added me, so I'm gonna hit him up with a call. So, have fun,
Okay,
Max.
but-
Have fun, Faith, and
Yeah.
good talking
Okay,
with
but
you
once you go to Black, you
What?
can never come back.
You got that? Once you go black, you never come back.
Very much owning up to that right now. Alright, let's get Black in here. Time to get back on to discussion about The Lion King. I'm just waiting for Black right now. So, it says that you've joined, but you're muted. Do you have, like, a mic ready? Either way, welcome, Black. Just let me know when you're able to talk.
I think I did something right.
Oh,
Does
there
this
you
work
go.
now?
Yeah. How does he sound, guys? Black, talk for me just a little bit so I can test the audio.
Okay, I'm trying to talk
there you
here.
are.
Hello.
Yeah. How does he sound, guys?
Anything?
Black, talk for me just a little bit so I can test the audio.
Okay, I'm trying to talk
there you
here.
are.
Hello.
Yeah. How does he sound, guys?
Anything?
Black, talk for me just a little bit so I can test the audio.
Okay,
Okay, there, that was getting a little loopy. I don't know if I can increase your volume any more than it's already been increased. I might be able to. Okay, so I pumped up Black's microphone a little bit. Alright, welcome Black. You ready for some Lion King discussion? Black, are you there?
Yeah?
Okay. Welcome. Are you ready for some Lion King discussion?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to be lying around with this king, that's for sure.
Never stopping with the puns. Classic Black.
You're here to insult me this time, so that's great.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess without Logan, there's nothing really to stop you from making these puns.
Exactly.
So Sonic mentioned Seth Rogen. I think that is probably my least favorite casting decision out of all the choices so far. Did you get a good look at the different voices that have been confirmed for each of the characters in this remake?
Yes, I did. I even showed the cast of Logan before he went to bed.
Nice.
He pretty much said the same thing that the Mass Music Man said. Probably the most interesting thing is John Oliver, and there's a lot of people in our family who are a big fan of his. Though I honestly, I do think it's kind of nice that they brought James Earl Jones back. That's probably the best thing that they've done for any movie remake.
Absolutely. Yeah, just seeing James Earl Jones return as Mufasa it's not just a sigh of relief, but it gets me really excited that we get to hear that voice again. And I mean, Whoopi Goldberg did a good job too, Ghostly, but
Wait, Whoopi Goldberg was in that movie?
yeah, she was Shenzi, the lead hyena.
That is.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought she did a pretty alright job as the lead hyena, but I'm open to different casting. And yeah, I don't know who Florence Kasumba is, but I think she'll probably do a good job too.
So?
Really, the only voice in here that disappoints me is Seth Rogen. I think every other casting choice is pretty solid.
Yeah. What makes it worse is I only know Seth Rogen. Fuck, but I don't know. I'm honestly kind of surprised he would still have a career after that movie.
After what? Sausage Party?
Sausage Party? No, I'm talking about The Interview.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I guess The Interview probably was good for his career because it gave him all that publicity. I don't know if he was in Iron Man Ghostly. I have no idea.
Was he in that? I haven't seen it, and I don't think Logan did either.
No, I've only seen like a couple scenes of the original Iron Man movie, so I don't really know. But yeah, there's quite a few voices that I actually do recognize in this film. Donald Glover as Simba, that's really exciting. Beyonce as Nala, an excuse to give Nala probably an additional song or two. And yeah, James Earl Jones returning as Mufasa, that's really solid. Then you've got John Oliver as Zazu. Again, I think I would have preferred Stephen Colbert in his place, just because I think if I hear John Oliver, I'm going to think, oh, that's John Oliver. I'm not going to think, oh, that's Zazu. What's your take on that,
Really? And yes, it is very nice to see James Earl Jones return as Mufasa. Simba, I am your father. Said that John Oliver was in Rick and Morty, which honestly
He was.
neither Logan or I nor I knew. We've only been maybe halfway through season 1. Was he in a later episode or?
No, I think it was a season 1 episode.
First half, second half?
It was... Okay, do you know about the episode where they shrink down into the guy dressed up as Santa Claus?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, he was in that episode.
I think I do recognize him.
He was the germ guy with the glasses.
I do recognize him now.
Yeah. I just think I would have preferred Stephen Colbert to be in that place because I don't think John Oliver can modify his voice like Colbert can.
I haven't really heard enough Stephen Colbert. I have heard some of him, but not enough to really know the difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he was in Monsters vs. Aliens or Megabind. I don't remember which. And he was also in Rick and Morty, but that was a season 2 episode, so you wouldn't have seen that. And funnily enough, Keegan-Michael Key was also in a Rick and Morty episode, also in season 2. So we have at least 3 people who guest starred in Rick and Morty that are in this film. So that's pretty funny in itself.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be interesting in some way.
Yeah. I think Billy Eichner is a pretty good choice for Timon. I think I think he can pull off Timon pretty well. I just hope that he's decent enough with singing to like keep Hakuna Matata good. I'm a little bit worried that he might botch it a little bit. I'm not sure.
Hey, for all we know, maybe he might be a lot better than we thought. I mean, when Bolga and I went to see, the Jungle Book, the remake, we were pretty surprised of Christopher Walken's performance of King Louis. We thought it was gonna be incredibly awkward, but hey, he seemed to turn the whole thing pretty well. So maybe this guy will do the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. Like, I've still got to see that Jungle Book remake actually, because yeah, I think I think that remake's probably a little bit better than I thought it would be.
Got a pretty big cast. We got to admit, we're not. Are you familiar with the cast of the Jungle Book, the remake?
Not at all.
There's Christopher Walken. There's also Ben Kingsley, Scarlett Johansson, Bill Murray.
Really, Bill Murray was in that.
Baloo, the bear.
Oh, damn! I really should see that movie then. Yeah, what else? Yeah, I think Eric Andre and Keegan Michael Key will do pretty good jobs for the hyenas, and yeah, I think the 2 new names, Azizi and Kamari, I think they're like the other 2 hyenas that are behind Shenzi. I could be wrong with that. Like, they could be different characters, but I think they're gonna be the other hyenas. What do you think?
Wait, other hyenas? I remember there were 3 of them. Yes?
Yeah, there were 3 of them.
And you're saying they could be the other 2?
Yeah, and Sir Sonic, if you want to join this call, feel free. I'm not sure if I think I have you added. I probably do. So yeah, if you're available, like, feel free to definitely join us, because I'd love to hear your insight too. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the original, because I know there was Ed and Shenzi, but I forget what the other one was. The other hyena.
Well, that's one more than I remember. Ed's the only one I do remember, so...
Bonsai. That was the other one.
Here's something you probably didn't know. If I recall the cast of the original Jungle Book, the guy who voiced Ed is also the modern voice of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Really?
Recall, Jim Cummings, I think it was.
That's some talent, that, because, like, yeah, those sound like 2 totally different voices to me.
Yeah, he's done a lot of voices as far as I recall. He was also once Robotnik from one of the older Sonic cartoons. Impressive.
Alright. I'm trying to add Sir Sonic to this call. I'm just trying to, like, find him again.
Did everyone else leave, like Max and...
I actually started a separate call because Faith and Max were just going on. They were kind of rambling about other things and making a bunch of in jokes that I didn't even know about at my expense.
Well, I've been listening to the whole thing.
Yeah, I just felt like if I was still in the call with them, I wouldn't get the discussion I really wanted to. Shoot. I'm trying to find you, Sir Sonic. I'm just having trouble because I'm only able to really find people that I've already like direct messaged.
Oh, we know that there are currently 3 or 4 live action Disney movies if you count Maleficent, which I think counts, but so far, Blog and I have only seen The Jungle Book and Beauty and the Beast.
I actually don't think I have you added, Sir Sonic, so I'm just gonna send you my Discord tag on Twitter.
To see Beauty and the Beast yet?
No, I have not seen the Beauty and the Beast remake. Did you like it?
Oh, with the live action Disney movies, we got to admit, our overall thoughts on it, we'd say it's about 85% of it we liked. We'll say
that's
this,
pretty solid.
The overall presentation is pretty good, and the soundtrack's pretty good as well. There's always at least one song that really sticks to us. Didn't like about the remakes we've seen so far is the way they end. They completely changed the ending from the original movie to something much more ridiculous.
That's surprising.
I'm not gonna say what they are because
Did that happen in both The Jungle Book and Beauty and the Beast?
And I don't know if I should tell you about them because I don't know if you'd want to be spoiled by them should you want to see them for yourself.
I mean, that's a fair point. I just want to know if, like, both of the twists happen. Like, I have no context as to what the twists are, and I don't necessarily want to know what they are. But, like, just for sake of discussion, I think it's an interesting plot point. Like, do you think they'd make any twists or plot changes in this film?
I mean, twists for the Lion King?
Yeah. Also, welcome, Sir Sonic. You are now in the call. I guess he's setting up his microphone.
Probably. I mean, in terms of the ending for the Lion King, I think they did with the last 2 movies and make a completely different ending. What they're doing, I don't really know what they would do.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Like, specifically for the ending, I'm not sure how you could change it. I mean, maybe, like, I think, if anything, I'd like them to make the ending battle maybe a bit more grander and give it, like, a bit more of a struggle. Because, like, when you look back at the original film, that final battle was kind of short. And it didn't feel like... I mean, Scar put up a little bit of a fight, but I feel like it could have been a lot more tense. And maybe in this film they'll build it up a little bit more and give a little bit more pressure to it. Also, hi 10, welcome.
Here, I have to turn my head to check the chat on YouTube, so...
Yeah, that's the benefit for me of having 2 monitors. I'm very thankful for my setup right now.
Oh, that makes one, I guess. I literally have both my monitors in completely opposite directions, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that can probably be a little bit to manage. Sir Sonic, I see you're not muted anymore. Are you? Is your mic set up?
Oh, can I call you that?
Also, I should probably call you Dan. I just have a huge habit of referring to you by that first name. That habit, like, tends to happen with everybody. Like, once you go by a name, I tend to stick by it by a default. Either way, though, if you're trying to speak, Dan, I can't hear you right now. So I don't know.
No. Oh, wait. I think I heard something.
He says he's trying to fix his microphone.
Oh,
Have you played Kingdom Hearts? Because Ghostly makes an interesting point about the fight in Kingdom Hearts being more intense than the original movie. I've only played bits and pieces of the original Kingdom Hearts, but I've never like I can't name a specific battle or anything.
I've never played any of the Kingdom Hearts. I know Blogan has. I think this. I can't remember which one it was, but I do remember him playing it a while ago.
That would be a good question to ask him then.
He was awake right now.
Also, am I the only one that's thought of remaking the original Toy Story instead of making a Toy Story 4? Because I feel like that would be a lot more appropriate.
I also thought that anything could have been done other than this dumb fourth movie.
I mean, to be fair, like, they do have a lot to work with after the setup of Toy Story 3. I just feel like Toy Story 3 is like the perfect ending.
That was one problem I really had. The third movie, yeah, it ended up so good.
Yeah.
I feel the same without Andy.
Also, 10, I don't know who you're referring to, but I am not wearing a Kingdom Hearts shirt. This is a university sweatshirt. It is not a Kingdom Hearts shirt. Yeah, I just think, oh, okay, you're wearing the Kingdom Hearts shirt, okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, Toy Story 4 is kind of just like a money-making machine for Disney right now. I mean, I get why they're doing it. It makes a lot of sense from a business standpoint, but yeah, Toy Story 3 just seemed like the perfect ending, and like, I think they would still make a lot of money. Maybe not as much money, but they'd still make a pretty good chunk of money if they just remade the film.
Oh, either way, we're not gonna watch this fourth movie in theaters. Just saying right now.
I might. I don't know. It depends on how they handle it, I think. Dan, are you there?
Nope, still nothing.
Looks like he's having mic problems today.
Yeah, seems like it.
That would be interesting, actually. I never really thought too much about it like that. But it does kind of make sense that they could be like trying to make a second generation of Toy Story, where like we grew up with Andy, and the younger kids of today's age will grow up with the little girl. I don't even remember her name, which sucks. I probably should remember her name, but yeah, I can see that, like, the toys having new adventures and growing up with her, and I generally don't have a problem with that. The only thing that disappoints me is that Toy Story 3 ended on such a perfect note that it's going to be a little disappointing to see a continuation, because I feel like it can't get any better than Toy Story 3 did. Like, I was so so much of a fan of that film. Man, I cried. I cried when watching it. Dad, I heard something. I heard something very briefly.
And there was something coming up.
Hmm.
Ah, nuts. Is it still nothing?
Man. Yeah, Incredibles 2 is also going to be great. Especially because it's leaving off from the original first film. Like the minute that the first film ends, that's where the second Incredibles starts. And I think that is great. I think that's fantastic.
Is it sad that neither Logan nor I never actually entirety of The Incredibles?
You never what?
The Incredibles a while ago. We just never actually got to the end.
You never finished the movie?
Never had the chance to.
So how far did you get in that movie?
Remember, there was the... I mean, I sort of remember the baby, but also remember that scene where there were those big black balls that were sort of trapping him in. That was pretty early, though.
So in other words, you didn't get very far in the film. Like you didn't even get halfway.
I'm sure I got more than halfway, just nothing else is coming to mind right now.
I mean, from my memory, The Incredibles is a fairly long film. But yeah, it's a great film. I think it's definitely one of the better Pixar movies. I'm not sure I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's definitely up there. It's probably a solid top 5.
Oh yeah, that's, I mean, from what we remember, it seemed pretty good. Though, I'm sure we can all say, nothing can beat the masterpiece that Pixar has given us. What do they call that one? I think it was Cars 2 or something like that.
Also, Sir Sonic, if you you might want to consider trying like leaving Discord, like quitting it and then coming back to it. Maybe that'll help. Or if you've tried unplugging and plugging back in. And by 10. Well, that's what he's gonna go do, I guess. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, Cars 2 was an atrocity, but other than that, I don't think Pixar necessarily has any bad films. Like, I mean, the closest you can consider is maybe, like, Brave or The Good Dinosaur, and I haven't seen The Good Dinosaur yet, so I don't know. But, like, I still enjoyed Brave. I watched that film and I thought, it's pretty alright. Like, I didn't love it, but
Hello?
I didn't hate it. Hi, Dan. We can hear
Oh,
him.
now it works.
Yeah. So you just had to quit out of Discord and come back. Okay.
That's dumb.
Well, I'm sure you've had a lot of thoughts that you wanted to get out about this Lion King remake. Was there anything in particular that you wanted to discuss?
Why is Seth Rogen Pumbaa?
Yeah.
Thank you!
I mean, I think they were just looking for like big caliber names.
I mean, I kinda see him as Pumbaa, but at the same time, not really.
I can't imagine him as Pumbaa. He's gotta like make his voice like a lot deeper. Because I mean, the only time that I've seen Seth Rogen voice act was for Frank in Sausage Party. That's it.
Yeah.
So, man, like, I don't know if this is his second time voice acting in an animated film, but it's quite a jump to the Lion King remake. Like, I like all of these other casting choices. I'm a little skeptical on John Oliver being Zazu, but other than that, I think this is a really solid casting list.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, and what about Eric Andre?
Um, I'm not sure. Like, I think he's going to be one of the hyenas, and I think he'll do a decent job. Admittedly, I don't really know if he's voice acted before in animation, but um,
I mean, I don't really know anything about him other than that Eric Andre show thing on Adult Swim.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's what he's most known for, but I think he'll do all right. He seems to be like a
Yeah.
big enough name where Disney's willing to pick him up, and I think he can fill in the hyena character. I mean, especially since they chose Keegan Michael Key, who's probably gonna voice one of the hyenas. For the record, this is still speculation because we don't know if Azizi and Kamari are actually hyenas, but judging by the casting, especially with Keegan Michael Key, I have trouble imagining him as any other character other than a hyena.
Yeah. I mean, Eric, seems crazy enough. I think he can do it.
Yeah, probably. So
We
like,
know more about him than either Blogan or I. We don't know anything about this guy at all, so
do you know Keegan Michael Key?
You
I
talking
mean,
to
not
me?
by a name, but maybe I've seen him in something. I don't know.
Well, you've probably got to check out Key and Peele. They have like a ton of sketches that are on YouTube right now that you can watch, and I definitely recommend it. Key and Peele is a hilarious show that was
I
great.
know who you're talking about now. Yes.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that show in far over a year.
yeah. It's
Just because I kind of stopped watching TV.
that's fair. I've watched most of their clips on YouTube though.
Key and Peele thing, Blogan or I have ever seen is Keanu.
Oh yeah, that movie.
Yeah, I've never seen Keanu. I was considering
I've never
it.
seen it either.
I just wasn't sure like how it would actually like work in a fully fledged feature film, like watching the duo, because you know we've just seen them like like a couple minutes long worth of sketches at most up until that point. I heard some people like Keanu, but yeah, I just never took the time to watch it.
I've never seen it. I just saw the trailer for it, and there were a couple funny moments, but it just kind of looked like a dumb movie, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, from what Blogan and I saw, the movie looked okay, though. I mean, it wasn't bad, but there was one scene that we were very unsettled by.
yeah. I'm just kind of trying to imagine Keanu as a film because I'm just thinking, how does a Key and Peele sketch translate into a film? Because that's pretty much what it is. I mean, it's kind of like how Good Burger became its own film. Although I do actually like Good Burger, as much as people
Same.
like criticize the film, I enjoyed Good Burger a lot as a film.
Well, I've only seen Good Burger once. Blogan didn't see it at all. Don't remember a whole lot from it, honestly.
Ghostly has another question. How would you make the Scar fight better, as well as other scenes to make longer instead of shorter? Well, yeah, I think if you just make the Scar fight like a lot more intense and a lot more exciting, like they mentioned in this chat, the Kingdom Hearts fight was mentioned. Have you played the Kingdom Hearts? At least the Kingdom Hearts battle against Scar? Referring to you, Dan.
Oh, yes.
And would you say that was more intense than the original Lion King battle with Scar?
Depends. Which version of Scar? Like, for what I remember, I think you fight him once and then you fight him again, but he's like kind of like a heartless.
Shout outs to the Geico Gecko right now.
For what I remember.
The Geico Gecko just showed up in our chat. Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah, I think the one in Kingdom Hearts was more intense.
Yeah.
Just because of his other form. When he did die, but then he came back as like a heartless.
Yeah. You know, I think that would be something that would be like really cool if they added a little bit of a twist to like make Scar start messing with some of Rafiki's magic. I think that would just make like a way more intimidating Scar at the end of the film. I mean, I'm kind of just fan fictioning it up in my brain right now, but
I don't know if this Lion King is going to be like kind of like I don't want to say a shot-for-shot remake of the animated one, but kind of like Beauty and the Beast, where they use the same songs and the same presence and all that.
Yeah, it might be. But
I am fucking sorry for swearing. I'm quite curious about Seth Rogen singing Hakuna Matata. I'm now curious now.
For the record, you don't need to be sorry for swearing. There's already been a ton of Rule 34 jokes in this stream before you got here, so it's already like not advertising friendly.
Well, I mean, at least I tried to keep it advertiser friendly.
True.
I mean, it's your stream, so I'll keep it PG.
It's okay. It's okay. You can swear.
As much as it tortures me, because I love swearing.
You can swear in this stream. I've actually sworn a couple of times. Not many, but a couple.
Still, I'm trying to keep the lack of swearing. Trying. But yeah, Seth Rogen singing Hakuna Matata. I want to see that, actually.
Ah, man. I mean, he might do an alright job. I don't know. I just have a hard time imagining Seth Rogen as Pumbaa in the first place.
I said before, I was also wondering back when Logan and I were watching the Jungle Book, how Christopher Walken would sound singing "I Want to Be Like You," and pretty well.
Yeah, that's true.
And Emma Watson singing where she was like strolling through the town.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she did alright on that too.
Yeah, I don't think there's a distinguishable name for any of the songs that Belle sung in the original movie. Like, most of the popular songs from Beauty and the Beast were sung by other characters.
What do you mean by other characters?
Well, first off, okay, so the only songs that I could think of in Beauty and the Beast were Be Our Guest, Beauty and the Beast, sung by the Tea Kettle Lady, and Gaston. None of those were sung by Belle.
Well, I never said that they were sung by Belle. I'm saying the ones that were sung. I'm trying to think of the song that she was, going through the town and...
Yeah, you were just talking about the one that Emma Watson was singing. I was saying, yeah, most of the songs from Beauty and the Beast, like, I can understand why you wouldn't remember any of the names of, like, Belle's songs in that film. Because they're just not as popular.
Yeah. But I'm trying to... Like, I mean, something like as of Emma Watson being Belle, like, I didn't really see it. I mean, I would have picked Emmy Rossum to be Belle, honestly. But if they're gonna pick her, then sure, I guess.
I mean, Emma Watson does have like a lot of name recognition, so it makes a lot of sense.
I would have picked Emmy Rossum.
Anything else that has come to mind at all? I'm sure that you've had a lot of thoughts that were that you wanted to get out while you were trying to get your mic working.
Well, like, my discussion with my coworker about the new Lion King movie, it wasn't really much. It was just mostly talking about, you know, how is Seth Rogen gonna portray Pumbaa? Well, everyone else I didn't know was gonna be in the film, but I am glad that James Earl Jones is gonna reprise his role as Mufasa.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's the most exciting thing about seeing all of these voice actors being confirmed. The return
I'm
of
surprised
James
that he
Earl
would want
Jones.
to do it again.
Oh, I think he just enjoyed the role enough to make him want to do it again. I mean, yeah, props to Disney for getting him. I think I think that was the best casting decision out of all of these, just getting him to return. Even though, like,
Yeah.
I'm really thrilled about seeing Donald Glover and Beyonce voicing in this. I mean, I'm not sure, like, about the speaking lines between Beyonce and Nala, but I mean, because they casted her, I am almost certainly sure that they're gonna give her like an extra song in the film. Because yeah, they do have "Can You Feel the Love Tonight," but I think they'll probably give Nala another song in this, just because like you got Beyonce, you landed Beyonce, you can throw in another song in there.
Yeah. Like, I think, I mean, it's probably not going to be in the movie, but probably in the credits. Probably Disney will have, like, some kind of, I don't know, like a music video type song with Beyonce. I mean,
Oh
like,
my
they got
God.
Beyonce, so they might write a original song for the
Very
movie.
possible. I wouldn't mind it so much if it was just in the credits, but if they do like one of those, like, some bronies are gonna hate me for saying this, but if they do like one of those uh, MLP season finale type songs at the end of the film, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. Just because like the original film,
Understandable.
yeah, the original film, just like I feel like it after the Scar battle, like that final scene just was that type of perfect ending for the Lion King. And I would hate to see like them change it up in that fashion with that scene.
For what I remember, in Lion King 1.5, didn't they have Raven Simone sing a song?
Possible. I don't
I
know what
remember
character she
Raven
played.
Simone singing a song for a Lion King movie, and I think it's 1.5.
Do you know what character she was?
I don't think she was a character. I think there was just a music video for the
Really?
credits.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
okay. Yeah, I mean, certainly, like that would be. It would be pretty cool if they got Beyonce to just sing an original song for the credits. I think that would spice up the soundtrack quite a bit. And yeah, I think if they
Yep, there was.
they have the perfect
just looked it up.
opportunity to knock this soundtrack out of the park too.
Grazing in the grass, that's what it was. The song.
Okay. So yeah, if you thought that people were obsessed over the Frozen soundtrack when that movie came out, I'm just thinking that this is going to be like at least like another 50% obsession with the public, like, because you're combining the nostalgia from the original fans with, I mean, a market of impressionable children and a lot of toy sales that I can see being made from this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I imagine that they're gonna just advertise the hell out of this movie, and they're gonna milk it almost as much as Star Wars got milked.
I honestly don't see how many toys can be made from this. Well, I mean, they could probably make some toys from this reboot, but I haven't seen a lot of big toy merchandise from the other remakes, so
Yeah,
who
but
knows
this is
what
The
they're doing.
Lion King. I mean, The Lion King is just a bigger market in general, even like beyond Beauty and the Beast. I mean, if Disney remakes any movie and they advertise a toy market for it, other than Cars, this is the movie. I should mention that Cars was also like advertised a ton for toys because, well, yeah, they're cars, so it's
Hot Wheels.
pretty easy to sell them. Yeah.
I know Hot Wheels had some cars from that movie.
Yeah.
Because I remember having a Lightning McQueen one when I was a kid.
Dude, like, when I was a kid, I had, like, I think, like, 15 of the McDonald's Cars toys. Yeah. I probably still have them somewhere. I think they're, like, in a box, like, in a closet somewhere.
When Logan and I went through the whole Cars McDonald's thing as kids, we only ended up getting 4 copies of the same Lightning McQueen. And we had no idea what to do with them.
I mean, if it was really so much a problem, I think you could probably ask for a specific toy and they'd probably give it to you.
They do that?
Well,
Or just work at a fast food restaurant.
I
and just
remember
be, "Yeah, I
doing-
want this."
I remember doing that as a kid, like when I think it was Subway or Burger King. I don't know if Subway ever had toys, but I remember like getting Powerpuff Girl fast food toys as a kid, and I
Subway had toys
specifically asked for the Bojo Jojo one. So, yeah, I think most fast food workers would probably accommodate. Like, I don't know, Dan, if you've gotten any toy requests when you've worked at Burger King, or if you still work there. I don't know.
Work there. It's not really any toy requests because the toys that we have there are just shit. I mean, it's like a standard like boy and girl toy. I don't even remember what the toys were. That's bad. I do remember that we had a like the penguins from Madagascar this year. Like, honestly, I didn't even see any fucking oh shit again. I didn't see any commercials for toys at Burger King. Ever.
Okay, can I just appreciate for a moment the fact that you went, oh shit, as soon as you noticed that you swear?
Well, I don't really count that as a swear.
I mean, it's censored on television except for like a
Not
couple of
some.
channels late at night.
Well, isn't it late at night?
It is. It is, but this
So I'm gonna
stream's
say
going to be
shit.
available for everyone. Well, I know that I'm not going to make any money on this live stream anyway, so whatever. Who cares? I'm not even monetizing it, so whatever.
I don't have a partnership, so I can't make money if I live stream.
Well, you could. You just have to connect your account to Google directly. But even then, you'd
Nah,
still
that's
get
like citing
shit
your-
revenue.
It's like signing your soul to the devil.
Not really.
Like, I tried that before, and I got screwed over.
Well, I mean, I've never had any trouble signing with Google directly. But yeah, Ghostly One says time to edit it Yeah, time to edit in animal noises. Lion roar noises will work on the cuss sensors. Yeah, I could see that.
Just go to editing and just censor all the swears with lion noises
Mhm.
and just re-upload it.
Quality stuff right there.
It'll really make people go bananas. Ah.
I don't
And then
get
we
it.
play a sound effect for each bad pun.
What kind of pun were you trying to make there, Bloken? Because I don't get the bananas part.
They could probably have monkey sounds.
It's kind of a stretch. Would have worked better if we were on the subject of the Jungle Book.
Or be like Aqua Teen and just use random sound effects for censoring the swears. Like an elephant noise and a phone ringing, a fart sound, all that.
I've never actually seen any of that in Aqua Teen.
Wasn't it in
That sounds
SpongeBob
hilarious,
one?
though.
I'm pretty sure there was a scene in it that overly abused it, but I can't find it. I just know Meatwad like sweared like a mother effer.
Yeah,
And it was just random sound effects.
I mean, the only thing that I'm thinking of is like South Park and how they, how like in the South Park movie, they were limited to a certain amount of swear words before the movie would be rated NC-17, and they used the exact amount they were allowed in that film.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember what number it was, but it was in the hundreds. It's kind of weird just how they have that rule in the first place. Like, you're allowed to swear for like a couple hundred times, and then any more than that, and it's NC-17. I thought that was hilarious. It just seems like such a silly rule.
Isn't there also a SpongeBob episode related to that?
Similar. SpongeBob did have one of like the best swear word censoring episodes.
I
With
found
dolphin
it.
sounds. Okay. Yeah, Dan. left,
You just have to hit play and it'll just play through that part. I had to skim through it. It was like a minute and 32 seconds that he swears.
So should I just play the audio?
Yeah, just play the audio.
Alright.
Get the out of my way. I mean, how many times do I gotta write ice cream on this list before someone gets a gear and brings home the ice cream? Maybe I should get a steak knife and etch it in your mother forehead. How hard can it be? Ice mother cream. I guess that's the price I pay for living with two morons.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that kind of does remind me of the SpongeBob swearing episode with the dolphin sound effects, but yeah, man, that. Oh, man. I love that drum sound effect right there. That was amazing.
But yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Just censor our swears with just random sound effects.
Was it just that one scene, or do they do that all the time?
They do that all the time in the earlier seasons.
Oh my god. I
But
really
rarely,
should.
though.
I really should watch some Aqua Teen Hunger Force because I've only watched a couple episodes here and there, but I've never really gotten into the show.
I don't remember what it was, but they just replaced the swearing with fart sounds, and it just makes me laugh every time.
Oh boy.
So,
Just random.
I think just the other thing that I wanted to emphasize back to The Lion King is that, yeah, I think this film is gonna look amazing. Like, I'm not sure what the characters are gonna look like, but I already know because it's Disney, the backgrounds are gonna look beautiful. Like, there is no way they can screw this up. I am 100% confident the backgrounds are gonna look gorgeous in this film.
Yeah.
And that's been a big trope in these modern Disney movies. Again, like we said, great portion of it we thought was good. The visuals are a definite plus.
Yeah. And I think by the time like this movie reaches digital download and DVD and Blu-ray, if they still make it by then, like a lot more people are probably going to have 4K TVs by like 2019, 2020. So
Oh, I won't.
you never know. I mean, the prices have been dropping down big time.
Oh yeah, that's true. But honestly, I don't really see the point of a 4K TV. I mean, I do see the picture, but it's just me. But I really don't care about the picture.
I mean, I think this film would just look beautiful in 4K. Like, I'm sure it's going to look beautiful in theaters, and seeing it on the big screen is going to be amazing. In IMAX theater, too.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
IMAX.
Yeah, IMAX is going to
I've
look
seen like
absolutely
3 movies in
stunning.
IMAX, and it's good.
I know you really liked it, okay? We're not talking about it.
No, I wasn't talking about that.
But
I
you
said
did see
3
that movie in
movies.
IMAX, too, though.
Yeah, I did. But I saw like Batman versus Superman in IMAX and Deadpool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did saw it in IMAX.
Yeah, I might need to go see this film in an IMAX theater. And I'm not even sure like where the nearest IMAX theater is where I live. So I gotta look that up. I've only seen like a couple of documentaries, I think, in IMAX. Those were like school field trips or like vacations with my family. But yeah, this film's gonna look stunning in IMAX, and I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, I kind of also want to get a 4K TV just to watch this movie at home in 4K. I do hope that 4K genuinely catches on more though, because I want to see it be successful.
Like to the point where 720p just doesn't matter anymore.
I guess. I mean, like, I still kind of want it to be optional, but, like, it would be nice to see 4K become a lot more mainstream.
Just like Blu-rays have.
I mean,
I
Blu-rays are
remember
starting
back
to
in the
become
day where
obsolete.
Blu-rays were expensive.
Blu-rays are starting to become obsolete now. Like, I mean, everybody's doing digital download now. I'm not even sure they're still gonna make Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, they might, like, 2019.
I mean,
that's
they
like
even
2
put
years
the
from
digital
now.
movie in the Blu-ray.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. So, yeah, I think digital download, that's just going to be, like, a lot more common, and I think people are going to do that, and streaming.
I still love the fact that they just add a DVD in there, like, hey, remember these?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not everybody has a Blu-ray player. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
but-
think I have a Blu-ray player. Unless the PS3 Slim can play Blu-ray.
All PS3s can play Blu-ray.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, I guess I technically do have a Blu-ray player then. I wasn't sure if the PS3 Slim cut the Blu-ray feature or not.
Well, all PS3 games are run on a Blu-ray disc.
Oh, I didn't know that. That makes sense, I guess.
I mean, like, you just take a disc and just look at the back of it and just, like, kind of, like, hover it, like, towards the light. You can see right through it.
Yes, Max,
Ooh.
we're still going on. We're still talking about this. I know it's getting a bit late, but I mean, there's just
Yeah, it's definitely getting late on my end because I have work at 11 in the morning. But it's a short shift, like 11 to 3:30. It's not really nothing.
yeah. Are there any more thoughts that you wanted to get off before we end this and before Max makes another joke about something I said out of context?
Something I'd like to bring up.
What is it?
I
Brock?
mean, not related to The Lion King, but the Beauty and the Beast. You know, we're still talking about Disney. This is the
Yep,
first time we
Max,
saw
yeah.
it, but when we rewatched it, it was pretty damn hilarious. Stabs.
Wait, there were dabs in that movie?
There were
Hmm?
dabs?
Candlestick.
Candlestick
Be our
dabbed?
guest. He dabbed,
Oh
yes.
no.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, somewhere
Honestly,
during
I
the
don't
Be
really
Our Guest
remember
sequence.
anything from the new Beauty and the excuse me, Beauty and the Beast. Oh, I'm turning into Rick.
Man. I I'm just like, I guess if you don't take that movie seriously and you learn to laugh at it, like, that can be kind of fun, but man, I don't know, man. I don't like the idea of characters dabbing in Disney movies.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
maybe under the right scenario, it could work. Like, if it's focusing on like kids or teenagers or something, and they're like human characters and stuff. But yeah, Beauty and the Beast, it just sounds so out of place.
just like Powerpuff Girls twerking.
Oh God, I am
Wait,
so
what?
happy that I've never watched the new Powerpuff Girls.
It's just full of memes. Don't even watch it.
oh, the new
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, the new one.
The new Powerpuff Girls is
TSM?
awful, and I'm glad I haven't
Like
given
Bubble
it a
saying
single
"No me
view.
gusta."
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
God.
cringy.
Cartoon Network has had some terrible remakes, and it makes me thankful that Samurai Jack went to Adult Swim.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I wonder how it would be if Courage the Cowardly Dog was on Adult Swim. Would they show even creepier imagery? Maybe even
Probably.
gory imagery?
Was just about to say that.
Yeah, maybe.
Like it. That would be amazing, but the dude that plays Eustace died, so.
So they would
Oh,
have to get someone
my
that
favorite
sounds similar to
character.
him.
But then again, the person that voiced Aku, like Mako, like he died too and had another voice actor, so
hmm
just gotta have a sound alike.
Yeah, you know what? That would be pretty cool to see, like a Courage the Cowardly Dog remake, or like another season on Adult Swim. Like, I mean, even if you watch Courage the Cowardly Dog today, like that show still holds up. It's still really good.
Oh yeah.
And you can't say that about a lot of like the 90s cartoons. Like, I don't think Cow and Chicken or I Am Weasel holds up at all.
No. What about Johnny Bravo?
Maybe. I don't really think so. I think Johnny Bravo
Ed,
is
Ed
a
and
little
Eddie?
bit dated. Ed and Eddie, I think, can hold up,
Oh,
but you
yeah.
need the right target audience for that.
Honestly, I want to know what's under Double D's hat. It's like, does he have hair? Is he bald? Or, I mean, he has to have hair since, like, what? 2/3 of his hair is on the back of his head.
Yeah, there's a lot of theory behind that, that's for sure.
Maybe it's not hair. Maybe it's just fibers from the hat.
That's a weird looking hat, then.
Yeah, that is a weird looking hat.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh man. I feel like if Cartoon Network were to remake Dexter's Laboratory, it would be bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying these characters because, this is just, it's convenient because I'm wearing a Cartoon Network shirt. And it has all these characters on there.
Yeah. Well, their 25th anniversary did come up, and they did make a couple animation promos just celebrating their 25th anniversary. And they did feature
Yeah,
like, a
they're
lot of the
aware
original
of their cartoons.
Yeah.
But they give us other shit.
Yeah, it's a shame because, I mean, they've kind of been going downhill with them just milking Teen Titans Go as much as they have.
Yeah.
I didn't even
And
know you
Adventure
could
Time.
milk that show. Well, I mean, Adventure Time is kind of like towards its end, isn't it? Like, I don't think they're
I
showing it
don't
much
remember.
anymore.
I stopped watching TV. I just know it was a popular show.
Adventure Time was a popular show, and I think it was part of like the Cartoon Network renaissance, really. You had Adventure Time, Regular Show, Gumball, and Steven Universe. I think those were the four
Oh
big shows
God,
that
Steven Universe.
really relaunched
Even,
Cartoon
I
Network.
haven't seen any of those shows. Oh,
And I
are
heard,
they good?
yeah, they are pretty good. And I also heard OKKO is pretty good. I haven't seen that, but I should. That's a
Like,
new show, but I don't know how much they've
I
shown
remember
that.
watching like earlier episodes, like season 1 episodes of Steven Universe, and I thought, oh, okay, this is kind of funny. And then I stopped watching it, and then everyone like was freaking out over Steven Universe. Like, there's like a big fan base of it now, and I'm like, what the hell did I miss?
Yeah,
Like, there's drama. There's like, what?
I've only watched a little bit into season 2, just because it's harder for me to watch shows now with a story arc.
Like, I'm guessing that they changed it to where it's like, I don't know, like what happened.
Yeah, I don't really know, but I do wanna catch up on Steven Universe and Adventure Time for that matter. Regular Show, I don't feel like I need to catch up on, because even though I missed a bunch of episodes, that didn't really have as much of a story arc as the other shows did.
Didn't they cancel that show?
No, I think they ended it.
Or that's what I meant, ended it.
Yeah, they ended it. They didn't cancel it. So like they had like a planned ending or whatever, and I think they ended it with a movie. Like a TV movie.
Regular Show, the movie.
Yeah. And JG Quintel's, he's got like a new animation that's going to be on TBS. It's going to be like TV 14, I think. So it's going to be more of an adult animation by JG Quintel, which I think is going to be awesome. It's going to be like almost like a spiritual successor to Regular Show, but for like people who are a bit older.
Yeah. The final season had a story arc. Which one? Regular Show or Steven
Zark.
Universe?
I think he's talking about Regular Show. Because
Oh, okay.
Because Steven Universe,
Steven Universe
has
is
a
still
story
going.
arc. Well, yeah, and Steven Universe also has. They've had a story arc going on like since the beginning of the show.
That I didn't know. I thought it was just random episodes, like one about like Cookie Cats, one him finding out his power or something, and
I mean, there are a couple episodes that you can watch here and there without context, but even so, like, there's still
That's what
a
I
pretty
thought it was.
significant story arc. But I think the story arc gets a lot heavier once season 2 happens in Steven Universe. I'm trying to remember what that JJ Quintel show is called. That's going to be on TBS.
I don't.
It's called Close Enough.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, Close Enough is, it's a more adult show that's going to be on TBS, and, yeah, right now there's only one season that's confirmed, and it's going to have 13 episodes. I think it'll be pretty good. If it's anything like Regular Show, it should probably resonate with people.
Not a whole lot of Wikipedia. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a trailer that's confirmed that like shows some of the animation. That's pretty much it. There might be 2 trailers actually. One might be like a teaser, and one might be like a little bit longer of a trailer.
Oh, I see. Yeah, same animation.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I'm getting pretty tired. I think we've been streaming long enough. We've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours now. At least I have. And yeah, it's getting pretty late. So I think we'll end this here. But thank you, Black, and thank you, Dan, for showing up and providing some actual discussion in this live stream. Maybe I'll do some more of these discussion live streams. I don't know. But they can't be on Twitch because Twitch doesn't allow this type of stuff.
Yeah, it only talks about, or only wants gaming.
Pretty much.
We can talk about games. We can talk about Cuphead.
Of
We
course.
probably could. By the way, I started playing expert mode in Cuphead. Just in my own
Oh,
personal
really?
time. I haven't been streaming it. Yeah, I beat Inkwell Isle 1 in expert mode, and I'm trying to finish it off. Once I beat the game in expert mode, then I'll have unlocked all achievements for Cuphead.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as I beat the game, I just stopped playing it. It's like,
It's
I'm done.
just addictive. It's addictive because like there's achievements I know I can get. And it's actually fun to like learn like what they've changed in expert mode. It's like a little bit of a curve. Like the more you play it, the more you study it, the better you get at it. So I think expert mode is very achievable. It just takes a lot of practice and a little bit of research to figure out how to properly beat the bosses. But yeah, like expert mode, it's not just. At first, I thought that they just changed it where it was faster, but they actually made it. They 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 mixed it up a little bit where they changed a couple of different features in the boss battles, so it makes it more challenging, not just from a speed perspective, but also from like a strategy perspective.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd definitely give it a shot because it gives Cuphead a lot more replay value.
Like, I wanted to play through the game with a co-op partner, but there was no multiplayer feature.
Mm-hmm. No
I mean,
multiplayer
technically
online,
there
at
is,
least.
but yeah, player online. I mean,
Yeah.
technically there is, but I really don't want to go through that NVIDIA stuff.
I do like the idea of the in-person multiplayer, though. Like, I do like in-person co-op. I think there needs to be more games that kind of emphasize that ability. Because that's just a lot of fun, especially with a game like Cuphead. Because it's like it like takes you back to the days of Contra.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been talking for long enough. I'm gonna end this here. Thank you guys, and we're gonna end this for now. So, thank you, and I hope to see you guys in whatever I stream next. Bye bye.
Bye.
You were saying something, Black? I forgot to end.
I was just saying good evening to everyone. Sorry.